Gab is a fucking mess.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
I should not have started
Back to the voice cracks.
toying with this scab. Big mistake, guys.
Here's my man voice. We're back.
Oh, I love man voice.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter.
Gotta support the team.
Yeah, we're doing
You got a question?
Hey, Peter.
You got a question? You
got
asked
a
the
question?
8-ball.
What?
I was doing the same person.
Yeah,
from,
but I didn't hear what you said.
You got a question? You asked the 8-ball.
Who
Si-
has the 8-ball?
You ask the 8-ball.
You asked the 8-ball.
It's Patrick
Oh.
Warburton from Seinfeld as David Putty wearing a cool 8-ball jacket.
Hey, Peter.
And the audio. There we go. I can't wait to see my editorial decisions.
This is great.
Good morning.
His takes are so
Craven.
good.
Oh, morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Ray, it's those young louts. They vandalized my shop again.
The way he expects so much from
So much.
he looking at the camera.
From the vicar at closing time.
Speaking language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the
Yes.
vicar at closing time.
Yes. Hang loose, baby.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts, such as shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society. like this key into this lock.
A very loud boo. Like they're pissed.
See? Works like a charm.
Lovely way to put it, Ray.
I think Tommy Harris might be my favorite guy.
We can unlock
He's
their
really good.
He's pretty funny.
future.
Yes, yes. Wow. Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right. Here it is.
Oh, it's a letter from my Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
Oh shit, it's Brad.
Oh, no.
Absolute silence.
Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Dad, we don't want any of your ilk around here.
What? Rad dudes?
No, ruffians. Have you come to the notice board with your signs?
No, I have not come to fuck the notice board with my
On that notice
penis.
board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say?
That's right. Maths is very important.
Not at all.
I love the audience.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
Do you know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
Based on how submissive and breedable you were.
So it wasn't you who vandalized.
I'm just rewinding so we can hear the boo for him again.
How you know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
So it wasn't you who vandalized my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
He's got it.
I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray.
They hate him.
Truly hated.
What the heck? Give us a hug.
He can't get a break. The audience just hates him.
The 5-time world champion, no less. How dare they?
Everything he says just met with
Boo!
Oops, fuck. God damn it. I didn't mean to press B. I'll have to fast forward a bunch.
B.
God damn it. What the? I have to use my mouse.
Before we
Okay,
join
sorry.
Megan Wolf and the team for tonight's National Nightly News, there's just time to take a peek at what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1.
At 6:30, it's Ration Kitchen with Jordan Rankley.
This one's a long one. Sorry.
Update.
And they glitch the subtitles.
The scab pick has drawn no blood so far.
Where are you putting the scab?
Don't ask questions
In your ramen?
you don't really want the answer to.
You eating it?
What are you asking me?
Are you eating the scab?
Am I eating the scab? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Adam, I'm eating the scab. Are you actually? Yes. It's pure protein.
It's pee-pee.
Yeah, I'm putting it in a box with the rest of them. I feel like if I do this other part, it's definitely going to bleed. I think I should cut and run at this point. I think I should call this a win. I'm actually kind of shocked it hasn't bled yet. I think call this a victory and see how things look in the morning. Guys, what do you think? Or should I just rip it and bleed all over Adam's carpet? He's got some good stain remover. I can put it to the test.
I just want to watch the
Miss
first couple
Craven?
deliveries from him again.
Morning, Ray.
Everything all right, Mrs. Craven? You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Oh, Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalized my shop again. They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried.
I don't know why some of the boos are
Yeah, they're
quieter than
different.
others. Because they're
Time into this.
I think this is
This
the really
one, this
loud
has
one.
yeah, the key in the lock has a strong
They
boo.
hated it.
Yeah, they were
Don't worry,
pissed.
Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society
Here it comes.
like this key into this lock.
They hate it. This loud.
See? Works like a charm.
They're like actually offended by it.
Yeah.
You know? They're like,
They can't believe he had the audacity to do this.
And because one of her friends has been hurt.
this is one of my favorite segments that's happened. I want to watch this.
What's up, losers?
Oh no! It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right.
A ring?
That's right. Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
They love Brad.
Spend
Brad fucks.
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are, and not on your actions.
So it wasn't you who vandalized
It's
my
weird how it
shop
just
last
fades out,
night,
too.
or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me.
Poor guy.
I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
He's struggling.
I thought
He's
from
struggling so
research
much.
So hard.
you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray.
Hate him.
What the heck? Give us a hug.
Okay, and then after this, there's some stuff.
To interrupt.
All right, here we go.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the Notice Board, but we are receiving breaking news. I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be. God,
Oh yeah, and then most of this is like kind of
what
weirdly
appear to be
serious. I don't even know
nuclear
if
explosions.
it's worth going through this. Let's see.
Working for advanced detonated
It beeped a lot, but whatever.
to tolerate your. You will not find them.
Slow zoom. Oh yeah, I did a really awkward shot here.
We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms.
Perfect. Nailed it.
I'm trying to think of now. He was always skeptical of. You'd know what to say.
He was always skeptical of 9/11.
I think you'd be worried about retaliation. Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, the CEO of Remington's Fist. I've been paying attention. The blockade around your country has left people
Show
struggling
feet,
to
Sophia.
find just the basics. So where on earth are you supposed to go for the other essentials? The things that make life worth living.
I positively loathe these sanctions, Jane. I can't remember the last time we boiled a duck à l'orange.
I concur absolutely, Brian. There's barely enough milk to undermine the tea.
George, from the club. He thought he had a chance as an avocado last Tuesday. He's dead now.
Brian.
Duck l'orange
woe
is poison,
me.
you're right.
How did we ever fall
True.
so low?
One is certain a
Oh, shit.
preferable way exists.
Scabs are also
And you'd
poison.
be right.
Little babies.
We've had our
Be a shame
biggest
if I
and best brains
ate a
working
big
on this
scab
for
right
months.
now,
And we've got you covered. With the
which has
Remington
come off
Swiss
nicely
Siege
and
Survival Box.
bloodlessly. You're welcome, Adam's
Inside
carpet.
every blockade-busting box, you'll find the things you really miss.
Tim and Eric normalizing
Red
scabs
wine,
as food
even
and little
hardly
babies.
Some rare meat we
I've gotten 2 for 2 on that today.
Chocolate so salty, you'd believe it came from Svenland. The list
And of course,
luxuries
Napples.
is endless. At least 7. And we've even added a random twist. 1 in every 100 boxes will contain.
Little babies.
A golden flood!
Looks like they just got lucky.
Golden
Remington
Flard.
Swiss Siege Survival Boxes. So good you'll believe they were made somewhere else.
That was cool.
That was good stuff.
So, Julia's team have asked me to ask you to keep it light.
What does that mean?
It means do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war.
And humans into kitty cats?
They do know this is the news, don't they?
You didn't hear this from me, but
The scab is stuck in my teeth now. This was a mistake.
there's a crew at Team HQ right now.
Let it
Just gonna speak
dissolve.
for something tonight.
It takes forever.
On the late news.
We gotta
Oh,
chew the
great.
shit
Joe
out
gets
of it.
brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
How are you?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I miss him too, you know.
10 seconds, everybody.
Rumpled old sod.
Kiss.
Don't.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's weird how some of them have like a drop-down menu within it, but it's only ever one. So
Yeah.
you don't know
But
why
first
it's
this evening,
there's a
with the
drop-down
war
menu
about
at
to
all.
end-
Yeah, all the ones that are just
21st
labeled
Action Week,
sequence
and people
something.
hurting up and down the
It has
country,
a drop
I'll be
down of
grilling
one,
unpredictable
and everything
Prime
else is
Minister
just
Peter
the
Clement
title.
in an exclusive interview from
Don't
his
get it.
home in Landfordshire. That's coming up on
piece of shit.
tonight's
Bugger
National
that thing.
News.
Why is it so hard to turn the fucking wheel? Go! I think these bikes brakes are fucked.
Are you joking? They write the questions.
Speak
now
up,
too.
my default is, can't hear you.
I said there's nothing wrong with the bike.
Well, could you get someone to look at me before I look like a complete prick on the national nightly news?
10 seconds. You're live in 30
not
seconds.
sticking
Put your
to you,
earpiece
but
in for
I'll claim
fuck's
it's the
sake.
Going in 5,
Christ,
4.
it's like lose
3.
bloody thing. It's like losing my virginity all over again.
In
Right,
part two, I'm a little
that's
over
it. How long have we got?
10 seconds.
What?
What?
Oh,
I can't wait to re-lose my virginity. If you go long enough, does it grow back?
In 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
oh, have we started?
Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. Nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or... This is...
I want for nothing. Except for a decent... No.
For joining us. When we come back,
And we're
it's
out.
time for the culture spot.
Well, that was a fucking ambush! Get on that phone now, right now, to that. Find out what that duplicitous bitch is up to. And get me a bottle of something stronger. This fucking government stuff is complete fucking bog water!
I think he knew about her statement.
I don't think anyone's supposed to know. When you mentioned it, Bozeman's face turned a colour that I think you call embolism.
Am I in trouble?
Bozeman? Nah, you're like the daughter he never had.
Hmm.
I suppose the higher-ups might fire him, though.
Who's Lil C?
Or if there's any justice, me.
Who's Lil C?
Are you winding me up?
What? I'm civilized. I read books.
Same. Big reader.
Little beep.
Big reader, bigger breeder.
I can't wait for my neck not to be sore.
You want a sensual massage?
Oh, she's
Mhm.
big, really big.
Really? She any good?
Nah, of course not. Shit. But kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds. Hang on, Colin. You've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
What?
Putting up numbers.
4, 3. Thanks for.
Oh yeah, name one book. Rick and Morty. Wait.
Got him.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, you may believe that... and it's out. Now, so girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry until some...
Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen.
It's the force's favorite.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside, I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Lil C for doing that. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours.
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective on me. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jeanshaw? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us for our image together.
Wow.
And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to start meeting it.
You need a lube guy. What's this I keep hearing about a conservatorship? It's probably nothing.
Yeah.
Well, the fact is, Jen, there weren't enough flowers in my dressing room.
There were exactly 12, as it said in your rider.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts things? No.
Your name is Jeff
not anymore.
Algebra.
I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what. Just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Thanks for joining us for part 3.
I feel 12.
In closing time.
We'll keep adding until you feel 13.
Like this key into this lock.
Boo! Boo!
Get out!
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Woo!
Brad!
Slow me down!
I now respect you as a man.
Boo!
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck?
She's
Give
really
us a
funny,
hug.
too.
Yeah.
That face.
Everyone was doing a good job.
It was just such a good segment. Okay. and
Shut
then-
up, Wesley.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we're picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be
And they didn't really say anything this whole time. They just kind of stared.
Yeah.
And we're out.
so.
Bring back Jeremy
Yeah.
from the grave.
Renner?
Yep.
before he ran himself over with a snowplow?
Oh, yeah, he would have done, you
Yeah,
old bastard.
sad.
People can hurt themselves in like really crazy ways.
They can.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
I hurt my back trying to suck my own dick. I mean, wrestling.
Pyro owns a fursuit now. Okay, cool. The rest of your shift passes in a blur with the same words going around and around in your head. Operatives working for the advanced detonated nuclear explosives. Initial estimates put to death toll into millions. Did this really happen? Pull into the driveway with no memory of the journey home. The light in front of the room is on. Clearly someone else is still awake. The door creaks open into the living room. You find Sam sitting on the sofa staring at the TV. The screen is off. And they're clearly lost in thought. You take a seat beside them and put a reassuring hand on their shoulder. They start at your touch, breaking them out of their stupor. They attempt to smile, but you can see that it's strained. The volume was a little bit different before. 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I didn't hear you come in. I was thinking about... Sam stopped shaking their head. So many people, I can't quite believe it. I know, it's terrible, nothing short of an atrocity. All these people, all these innocent people. How can anyone think this is okay? Sam's eyes are blazing with anger, and they look at you accusingly. I know you've always supported Advance, but I can't honestly tell you think this was right. It was us or them. There had to be another way, killing millions of people and everything. It doesn't really matter.
I would go with the answer that's not in favor of killing millions of people. So you did it right.
Oh, well, of course you think that. We all know your thoughts on Advance. Sam shakes their head at you, stands snorting in disgust. Be enjoyed, Alex. Hey, your friends in Advance, pull the trigger. Forget it. Fuck this. I'd like you to leave.
Language, Sam.
Sorry, you what? You heard me, Alex. This is the last straw. Sam stands up and steps back, their voice raised. Every time they've mentioned Sam, it's been they pronouns.
It has, and I find it grammatically confusing.
Now you'll never know.
Now I'll never know. Are there two Sams?
Yeah. It's so confusing. You can't possibly tell what
it's impossible.
They mean. We've been trying to make it work for so long, but we've been fighting a losing battle, to be honest. You haven't been a good partner recently, and I'm sick and tired of your self-naive attitude to everything. You stare and stand silent. Get out! Without a word, you leave and get back in your car. The sound of the heavy rain is your only companion for the first half of the journey.
Is that the name of a thing?
To the hotel, yes.
Yeah.
But eventually you switch the radio on. They're reporting on the aftermath of the nuclear strikes. It seems you're not the only ones discussing it this evening. Is Sam right? Clearly you've drifted apart more than you might have thought. Hopefully you'll be able to go home soon.
Jesus.
420.
Come on.
No.
Cowards.
After a long day at work, you get back to the apartment to find a thick padded envelope waiting for you. You're still not used to the quiet of living on your own, so you switch the radio, and as you sit at the kitchen table and examine it, carefully you break the seal and retrieve its contents. Trumpets. For the attention of Alex Winston, we write to inform you that Sam Winston has instructed us to begin divorce proceedings. Your stomach drops. You'd hoped the separation was temporary, but
I
apparently
thought
that's not
Sam
the
was
case.
our child. I have been misinterpreting a lot of this. Go on.
It could be. You look around your studio
I guess it's
apartment
not
and
mutually
think of the
exclusive.
kids. Sam's trying to take away Charlie and Susie on top of everything else. Suddenly, the noise from the radio is just like
kids are Charlie
just
and
nails
Susie.
on a chalkboard, and you shove it off the counter. The crash echoes around your empty home. G-Man. Damn it.
Oh my God.
Skipped
Oh my
420.
God. What even?
Whoa! 690. Nope. Been a while.
Scott's birthday.
Day 713.
Yeah.
It's a seemingly ordinary morning.
I have
but
a
as you
birthday
get
every 713 days.
into work, you find a small crowd gathered in the break room. When you go to grab
I
your
work on
first
Jupiter's
cuppa
calendar.
tea of the day, you You can't help but overhear some excited chatter. You didn't hear yet? Another one's gone missing. Yeah, should bring the total up now. I think everyone over 100 at this point. They all haven't been reported or noticed yet. Sorry, what's going on? An excited young woman turns to you and begins to explain. I hear Professor White being from Queensland University. We don't just research over the last year, scientists, doctors, researchers. She pauses before lowering her voice to a whisper. It's clear we disrupt the targets and these people taking out against them. I even heard advanced struggling to prevent further. A deep, familiar voice from behind you interrupts. What exactly is going on here? A silence overtakes the room as you all turn in unison towards the doorway. My current wealth, by the way, says little I can't afford, which is
pretty good.
Pretty cool.
But you know, knowing my luck, if I was a little I can't afford wealth, the one thing I couldn't afford was the surgery. So what's the point?
Bozeman clears his voice before continuing. I told you before, I don't want to hear about these so-called disappearances. Come on now, people. Events have been very clear about there's nothing to worry about, which means they're not our problem unless they start tasting classing cappuccinos as intellectual. I don't think anyone here has anything to worry about. Get back to work. Bozeman holds up a hand to keep you as everyone else flies out the room.
Cappuccinos are pretty intellectual.
Look, I know you have a habit of doing what you want, but things are different now. Advance runs the show and they've made their feelings clear, so I'm going to do the same. Doing the same. Channel 1's official position is the government has things well in hand, nothing more, nothing less. I trust that we won't be hearing about this again. He gives you a curt nod before leaving. It seems that for better or for worse, public ownership is now in full swing.
Oh, my birthday's over. It was a fun birthday.
You drum your fingers on the steering wheel impatiently as you wait for Charlie again. It's great he's enjoying the Cohesion Cadets, and it's so enthusiastic, but does he really need to stay behind every week to help? It's your Saturday evening, too, after all. Finally, you see him exit the hall, a grin on his face. You can't help but smile back, the frustration starting to fade as you see him so genuinely happy. After hugging his friends goodbye, Charlie heads over to the car and gets in, his face flushed with excitement. So how was? You interrupted as he can't contain himself any longer. Guess what? What?
What?
So obviously the Cohesion Cadets is a starting point for becoming a CCO, so we can get a head start when applying for that. Charlie gushes, clearly keen on explaining his news, almost tripping over the words in his efforts to tell you. Well, apparently from next year, the top 5% of cadets will be taken into a special program to become CCM's community cohesion managers. And guess who's going to be in it? He beams at you. I see. And
I'm
what
not
exactly
going to
do
get
these community
excited for
cohesion
you,
managers do? Oh, well, basically, they need a new liaison team between regular people and the CCOs and the Betterment Department. That'll be us. People come to help us with their concerns and they'll decide whether they need referrals, and if so, to which department. Cool, right? Sounds great. Congratulations, bud.
We as a society have gotten over the nukes, like, pretty well and pretty quickly.
Well, you're going from ear to ear. He sits back on his seat. Yeah, I'm so glad I joined. Can't wait to tell everyone. You chuckle. I think a celebration is in order. How about we pick up some takeaway on the way home? Yes, it's okay.
Southern Comfort?
And the rest of your car ride is spent with Charlie listening to every takeaway he can think of. It's great to see him doing so well. I don't know how long this game... I have no idea. I assumed it would be over by now.
Does it go to day 1 million?
I want to know how many levels are left. It seems like it's getting towards the end of, like, the main story and not DLC thing, right?
Yeah.
Little You Can't Afford seems like pretty late game.
It's pretty good.
Day 872 has sparked to light the flames. You've taken up to waking up early on the weekends now. Living on your own has meant you've needed to keep yourself busy. It's hard not to miss the hustle and bustle of the family home. You flick on the television as you grab some breakfast. This is breaking news. Reports are coming from across the country that large swaths of farmland went up in flames last night as part of what authorities are calling a heinous and well-planned act of terrorism known by the group known as Disrupt. You drop your spoon back into the porridge and turn up the volume. In addition to food stores, which government sources said will put a strain on universal menu centers countrywide, a number of CCO and civic buildings were targeted in last night's attack. According to the Prime Minister Julius Salisbury, specific prisons and re-education and betterment facilities were raided, and a small selection of problematic and potentially dangerous individuals were forcibly extracted from lawful custody. You hold your breath waiting to hear if anyone got hurt. Unfortunately, it appears that the CCOs were ill-prepared for an event like this, and Disrupt seemed much more effective and well-organized in comparison. While much of the targeted locations were thankfully empty of people, given the lateness of the hour, the betterment centers were fully staffed when they came under attack. 17 CCOs and 4 administrative staff lost their lives as a result of the brutal actions of Disrupt last night, with countless more injured and many seriously rushed to the hospital. A few Disrupt members were captured during the conflicts, but the vast majority seem to have evaded capture so far. More on the story as it develops. You go to turn off the TV. In the silence that follows, you can't help but reflect on the events of last night. The news hadn't gotten many pictures of the Disrupt members involved, but they had seemed very young to you, not much older than Charlie, and they dubbed it the Night of Fire. A bit of sensationalist name, perhaps, but it seemed to be sticking. This would not blow over soon. I also believe I am close to the end.
So I like that the story here is that the totalitarian government is right, and the fringe Antifa group are the bad guys.
Alex? Are you receiving? Calling. Come in, Alex.
I'm not receiving. I'm a top.
Pick up what? Oh.
This is Alan James. The revolution starts tonight, Alex, and we need your help. Throughout this broadcast, we're going to ask you to do things that will directly help with this mass protest. I'll be talking to you regularly tonight, and I'll also be hacking in when I can. Please help get our message out. We're on the verge, Alex. You've always been fair and balanced in your approach to us. With your help, we can tip the balance in our favor. If you play our tape at the second break, that's when we think it will have the most impact. It's on your right.
Episode of Just the Job, followed at 10 p.m. by a chance to see the very last episode.
Because I don't want to go on a date with your cousin, Colin.
What have you got?
My dignity, my reputation.
It's all right once you get past the teeth and the problematic tattoo.
I am perfectly capable of messing up my own love life.
Should I get a problematic tattoo?
David wouldn't get off the phone.
Oh, is David single?
For Christ's sake, Colin, stay out of it.
I can help you. I'm an expert at romance. Ask my ex-wives.
Please don't set me up with your brother. That's 10 seconds, everybody.
You're not as tight, babe.
Too short?
Too smart. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News, broadcasting across the territories. My name is Megan Wolf. Our top stories tonight. Ashes to ashes. It's been 40 days since Disrupt conducted attacks across the territories. The coordinated action, dubbed the Night of Fire by commentators, was seen as an attempt to subvert the supply chain, but there may have been more to it. After a roadside IED toppled the convoy, prisoners, including Portia Hamilton Mann, the daughter of the former Prime Minister, were freed and have subsequently vanished. The escapees are presumed to have fled the territories. Here at Channel 1, we say good riddance to bad rubbish. Food, glorious food. With the last of the menu centres opening in territories 5, 8 and 14 today, Advance confirmed that the programme is now in full operation, providing free food for
Did you put
citizen.
subtitles
I did not.
back on
I forgot.
for the gameplay? Let's get accessible, guys. Boom.
What started as rationing during the 20-week war has blossomed into a social contract that is the envy of the unawakened world.
We're fine.
We're great.
Diet designed to keep all citizens at peak performance. The menu centres use
This is what peak performance looks like.
advanced plate experience without the need for spreading manure in your tighty whities. If I were a rich man, problems.
That's the name of a song from Fiddler on the Roof.
Today, as striking bosses attempted to undermine their
How do I know that?
With seemingly
To that I
no
answer,
awareness of
know your enemy.
The former CEOs and MDs have come together to form the Wealth Creators Union, with demands including a return to 150% bonuses, private jets, and mandatory grovelling zones. Advance have been quick to respond, saying if they would rather quit their cushy jobs to become nurses or teachers, they'll earn significantly more than they used to pay their own workforce. Thus far, no one has taken up the challenge. Some fun now. Signs of ever more resistance to Advance's radical policies today, as popular resistance resistance movement Disrupt extended their reach further across the territories. The organisation's emblem appeared in every major city across the territories last night in a well-coordinated publicity stunt, which has seen them dominate the headlines. While it's beyond debate that Disrupt's membership is growing at a rapid pace, not everyone seems to be as energetic about it as spokesperson Alan James.
It's like Warner. Yeah, it's like a Warner-owned thing.
Oh, it is some Warner thing.
Yeah.
Is it like Warner's
Warner Classics or something?
It's
or?
like Warner's Fox Searchlight, or like Warner's Sony Pictures Classic. What? Yeah. You're on to something.
Sexually transmitted infections soar across the territories. A particular concern is a new super herpes mutation.
Super herpes.
One sufferer described as like being
Happens
up my
to the best of
inflamed
us.
system. Not the legacy the CEO would want after a tempestuous 2 years at the top. She resigned this morning. Past the salt, a concerning end to the tale of the trapped academic Dante's Taint, as an image transmitted to the surface seems to show them cooking the captain of the rescue craft. After public indifference led to the mission's funding being slashed, Captain Audrey Aerospace was forced to wrestle the hastily constructed vessel through treacherous caverns to reach the stranded scientists. But on arrival, she found she hadn't been given enough fuel for a return journey. So it seems with their fate sealed, the shipwrecked scholars have reacted in the only reasonable fashion. Let's hope they've got enough croutons to go with their sailor soup. Thinking outside the box, the fate of Johnny Hamsleeves was finally revealed today as his publicist released this new image of the sportsman. The accompanying statement said that thanks to the experimental work of the good doctor and his team, Johnny did not die of his rare and fatal illness. Instead, he will live a full and happy life as soon as we've worked out where to find a new body and how to pop him in. All that, plus we'll be taking a trip to Dangley Parks for the notice board, as well as getting a sneak peek.
You want to pause for a sec? Is it that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like an old Warner logo.
Yeah, it's like a Warner Media logo.
We did it,
Post
guys.
it in chat.
Sir, yeah. I know how to do that. I'm not an idiot. But if you want to beat me to it in the chat, you can just search 70s Warner Brothers logo.
70s Warner Brothers logo?
Yep. Did iCapulet already do it? It's not fucking Village Roadshow. Get out of here. You're fired.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely this.
Yeah. Warner Communications Company.
A Warner Communications Company. That's the one.
Just gotta find like a good. Show me a large one.
1972 to 1990 Warner logo.
1 second here. Tools, size, large. There's like YouTube videos of it. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like I don't know if there's something else I'm thinking of too, but there's.
I feel like this
is for sure enough for me.
You know what? I'll allow it. I'll tell you what it's not. Village Roadshow.
Oops.
Now, Village Road Head. Now you're talking.
Yeah, this shit?
Yep. That's
yeah,
the
it looks
fucking
similar.
one.
Yeah, it looks similar to the thing in the game.
The game thing. The Nintendo game thing.
Oh.
Releasing May 1989.
Uh-oh. Fuck. I don't want to play your dumb thing.
What are you, anti-Antifa? That just makes you pho.
I like pho.
You're not a pho, are you?
I like pho. Not fat. I'm anti-fat. I'm not anti-pho.
I'm anti-pho, if I have to choose between pho and ramen in terms of Asian noodle soup dishes. But if I don't have to compare, I like pho. Also, I'm a fascist.
Patrick Bannon is live in Parliament Park, where Julia Salisbury will be breaking ground on what will soon be a memorial garden in Peter's honour.
Stand around here for too much longer, listening to that whole bitch. Missing that poor bastard.
Patrick,
I don't know what I'm going to do.
we're live.
Because I'm not being funny. Things were better with Peter, weren't they? Because
Patrick?
They were, and I don't mind saying it. They were. Because he held her back. But now there's no stopping her.
Hello, Patrick, we're
The
live.
girls can't say that, can I, Francis?
Hello, Patrick,
No,
we're
no,
live.
no, not with public ownership. No, with public ownership, you can't say anything these days. No, she's lost it, mate. She's completely off the rocker. I heard from an aide that... Hello, Megan, you join me here live from the what? Hello, Megan, you join me here live from what? Oh.
Kitty cat!
Lost some signal there from me, but we will be going live. Breaking ceremony just as soon as we can get Patrick. Breaking ceremony just as soon. Meanwhile, let me just say, I think. Meanwhile, let me just say, I had a sneak peek at the designs, and Alana Marsh has done a fabulous. Signal back. We can now go live to Patrick Bannon in Parliament Park. Patrick in Parliament Park. Patrick.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you. I'm Megan. Patrick Bannon. And we are indeed live. We are indeed live. Here. Apologies for the technical difficulties there. But any moment now, Julia Salisbury will step out on stage behind me.
Alex, Bozeman here. The boys in editing have just informed me that the eulogy footage isn't fully cut together yet. You're going to have to do it on the fly.
We'll do it live. We'll cut it in the camera.
This is Alan. You can undermine them here and help us win hearts and minds. Make him look bad, Alex. Really bad.
Oh.
And it seems like the ceremony is getting underway. Here is Prime Minister Julia Salisbury, the picture of elegance to begin her address.
Good evening, fellow teammates and friends.
Hello, fellow teens.
500 days ago, all of our lives changed irrevocably. Still reeling from the triumphs and tribulations of Liberation Night, another great loss befell the people of these newly united territories. The loss of a leader, a statesman, and a hero.
Uh-oh. Hey, camera.
Peter's death at the age of just 62, of course, announced
62, you look like shit.
the 24th of December,
Catch a nap.
just 6 weeks after liberation.
Making him look bad.
Born to a working-class family on a housing estate in Rotherham, Peter first trained as a carpenter before getting his start on television, first moving and building scenery, and then developing into the personality that we all knew and loved so much.
Just the Job first hit our screens over 25 years ago.
I love how the footage that we got, they're like, you're gonna have to edit it on the fly. It's just we have half footage that makes him look good and half footage that makes him look like
you figure it out.
Half of it's shit.
Yeah.
Half of it is the opposite of what we want you to use.
But he also taught us what it took to fight them. Courage, integrity, empathy, and hard bloody graft.
Across a career spanning 3 decades, Peter Clement was known for shows including Wake Up, It's Saturday, and much later, Late Night Chat Show PT, which at its peak drew millions of viewers.
Peter was by no means a saint. Trust me, he once told me he had more regrets than he'd had stolen dinners. He always did have a knack for a turn of phrase. But it speaks to the strength of his character that he chose to share with us his mistakes alongside his achievements, his faults as well as his talents. Peter had the heart to give it all he had for the people of these
Peter had a
united
big heart,
territories.
medically.
Famous for his potty mouth, it's estimated conservatively that Peter Clement uttered over 1.5
This is so funny.
swear words during his career, though some sources put this figure well in excess of 2 million F-bombs alone.
Gripped by illness as he was in the weeks and months leading up to Liberation Night, he wasn't the man we loved. But His eyes still twinkled with that familiar joy for life, that spark of wit and wisdom of a life lived for others.
Hey!
Prime Minister Clement, of course, died from apparent liver failure after suffering from the long-term effects of alcohol abuse.
I first met Peter nearly 20 years ago. Moments before I was supposed to give a speech. Not unlike this one, actually. Only I'd spilt coffee all down myself. I was young, nervous,
I have
desperate
to remove
go
all
out.
my clothes.
And from behind me, I heard, "Christ, Pet, you've either pissed your text or sprung a leak, but either way, you got a problem." And before I could even say a word, he stripped off his dry trousers and insisted I took them. That was the sort of man that Peter Clement was. Kind.
Love it.
The fuck?
I wish we had done that scene.
A natural leader, but mostly a good man. This glorious, this so beautiful and new, this shining beacon of
Thank you, Alex. There'll be another opportunity to steer public perception soon. It's really starting. You'll know when.
his accomplishments, despite the future he forged, the boundaries he pushed,
The women he pushed.
To me,
Oops.
he'll always be the man in his pants, cheering on a stranger at the back of the conference.
Pants means underwear.
It is my great honor.
Underwear means penis.
The Peter Clement Memorial Garden. You see if we can get a countdown going. Everyone with me.
Why do I still have a job?
You're shockingly the best at what you do. Everyone else is worse. Oh, terrorism! Oi! Oi!
Let me do cheers.
Oh yeah.
I wish I could do it at any point.
Okay, you two stay with him. You two stay with him.
Megan's okay.
Do you understand?
The right to be here.
Understand? Yes, Mom.
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
Look at me. Stay with me. Help me.
I can't hear anything.
What?
No, that's not nightly news. No, that's not nightly news.
Megan is over it.
Request authorization. Request authorization. Target approaching songbird.
More than 10 million people. More than 10 million. Justice.
No, I don't think it was that many people.
Haven't you done enough?
Seems like you're exaggerating for attention.
This is what your precious freedom looks like, is it?
Nice. What if we can stop you all?
Mom?
Have you considered that?
Centigrade authorization.
It was unnecessary. Can't you see?
Will you turn that off, please, sir?
Uh-uh.
Turn that off, please, sir. Please turn that off. I said, please turn that off.
Up.
Shocking scenes from the capital there, exclusively on the National Nightly News, and our apologies to any of our viewers who might have...
I'm glad you're refusing to show the terrorist stream.
It's boring.
It's boring.
Unedited truth as it happens. And we make no apology for that.
I'm gonna play their tape too. I'm playing both sides, you know.
Sure.
Later in the program, but when we come back, it's time for happier pursuits. You know what that means by now. Don't go away now. We'll be back after this. We'll be back after this. God, does anyone know if everyone's safe? Are the crew okay?
That didn't go so well, Alex.
Why?
But we can turn it around in the next segment.
Puts the exclusive into exclusive with this truly limited collection. The joy of privilege is the only way.
Privilege rocks.
Isn't afraid to discriminate. Simply send in your birth certificate, a lock of hair, and a cassette tape of yourself speaking.
Alex, during this next section, a cameraman working in the newsroom who's one of us is going to get a coded location out. We don't know yet which camera he's on, but if we find out, I'll let you know. Just keep your eyes out for the fist and try and keep it on the air for at least 5 seconds.
Okay.
Our operatives will do the rest.
Get fisting.
Middle initials. And if you call now, you'll also get this overconfidence in your abilities and a bottle of red wine flavored diazepam. The joy of privilege gives you everything you need for an unearned start in life.
Did it say red wine flavored diazepam?
You heard the man.
Get favorable health outcomes. Have your secretary's assistant call the housekeeper or
Oh my God, Jenny!
Jenny.
What? No, look at it.
The joy of privilege.
That's 10 seconds, everybody.
I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back. Somebody figure out how many more levels there are, actually.
Somebody,
because it would be nice to know whether or not
do
we
the
can
damn
beat
math.
it tonight.